on your warm-up, we're gonna go to the ground first, and we're gonna get into a glute bridge position, and then from here, once your hips are up, squeezing the glutes, you're just gonna do a bent knee march, okay? You're keeping the hips raised up, knee bent, and we're alternating legs, okay? We're gonna go for 40 seconds to a minute, then we're gonna come up to our feet, and we're gonna get a little fancy, okay? So what I want you to do here, you're gonna grab your heel or your ankle first, then we're gonna hinge forward. I want you to take a step, alternate the other leg, hinge forward. So it's an ankle grab, quad stretch into more of a hamstring stretch and some neuro activation just with the balance, okay? So that's second movement. Third movement is gonna be a knee tuck, and then you're gonna step into a forward lunge. Knee tuck, stepping into forward lunge, okay? Last movement, we're gonna do a reverse lunge. You're gonna take the hands to the ground, and then we're gonna rotate into the leg that's in front, okay? We'll stand back up. We'll step back with the other leg. Take the hands to the ground, rotate into the leg that's in front. We'll go through this 2 rounds, okay? Now, on your strength part for the day, we're gonna do some tempo training, okay? So in today's tempo work, we're gonna do a 4-second eccentric or lowering part of the movement with a 2-second pause, and we're gonna use the bent over row. So a few reasons I like tempo training. One is it's a good way to build strength without having to use heavy loads, okay? It helps strengthen ligaments, tendons. You can really work on bracing. And a lot of times we end up improving technique because the movement's being slowed down, and then we're maybe spending some time pausing in some positions that we potentially most of the time just go right through, pass through those sticking points, okay? So really be diligent on this work today. On the movement that we're gonna do, the bent over row, you can use a dumbbell, kettlebell, or whatever you have that might have a little bit of weight to it. We're gonna do one arm at a time, okay? So you're gonna do the right arm first. We're gonna do 7 reps. What I want you to do is treat it like a deadlift first, okay? You're gonna set your feet, set your back, hinge forward, deadlift it, set the hip, and then we're gonna lower down just below the knee. So it's a bent over row. We want just a little bit of angle in the back. Knees are bent, but the hamstrings are active. We're gonna come up, normal speed, 2-second pause up, and then 4 seconds lowering down, okay? So normal speed up, 2-second pause, 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4, okay? So I'm gonna do 7 of those. Then I'm gonna move into what's called a slap sit-up, okay? So I'm gonna lay all the way back. I'm gonna come up, clap, back, clap on the alternate side, okay? So it's up, one leg comes up, then the other leg. You're gonna do 10 clap sit-ups, okay? Then you're gonna go back to the bent over row, and now we're gonna do the left side, okay? Same tempo, all right? So it's normal speed up, 2-second pause at the chest, and then we're 4 seconds down, all right? So you're gonna go through this part 5 rounds. So it's 7 reps on the right, 10 slap sit-ups, 7 reps on the left, 10 slap sit-ups, and you're gonna go 5 rounds. Got it? Now, once you finish that, take a little bit of a breather, recover, and then you got 100 burpees for time, okay? If you ever did the, like 2011, 2012, I can't remember which year, CrossFit Games open workout, the 7-minute burpee test, this one has got that feel to it, okay? It can be as bad as you want it to be. What I would suggest is you really try to find, I would start a little slower and try to pick the pace up, okay? So toward the end, rather than most of the time we do the complete opposite, we start fast and then slow down. Let's try to tread a little bit more on the lower side, slower side to begin with. And then as we get to going, we start to pick the intensity up a little bit, okay? Maybe once we get up to around like 50 reps or so, we see if we can't kick it into maybe second gear, okay? So on the burpee, lots of different ways that you can do it. Main thing is find something that you're comfortable with. You shouldn't be in pain that causes back issues or anything like that. But the burpee, you want to remain active in it, okay? We don't want to be getting extension into our back. So first thing we're going to do, take the hands to the ground, then we're kicking the feet back and lowering, controlled, but we also don't want to turn it into like a real difficult negative push-up, okay? Once we get down to the ground, then we want to come back up really as quickly as possible, standing and then jumping, okay? Hands behind the head, over the head, but we want to make sure that we're getting the hip extension, okay? So again, it's hands down, we're back, up, and then jump, okay? Now, you can go down, step back, you can step up, okay? Lots of different things that you can do there. You could go maybe a little faster, do a kickback, but don't do the kickback just because maybe it's easier. Go with a variation of the movement that forces you to work, okay? So that's your conditioning piece, 100 burpees for time, all right? And I would really like, go after that 7-minute mark, you know, see if you can get it done, you know? There's some of you out there that can probably get the 100 burpees done in 7 minutes. Or use that as a good benchmark, you know? Try to just see how far you can get in 7 minutes and then finish it up from there, okay? But that's a good, I think, time goal to work toward. That 7 to 8 minute time range would be pretty solid, okay? So that's your conditioning. Now on the cool down, what you're gonna do, we're gonna spend a little bit of time Samson lunge. So interlace the fingers, hands over the head, okay? We're gonna go right leg forward first. We're gonna spend a minute, 2 minutes in this position. Active position, so we wanna keep the arms straight. And then if your low back's a little tight, you can kind of work your QL muscles by leaning, you know, into the leg that's in front, okay?